This is madness. Fani Kayode blows hot as Mali, Burkina Faso deploy warplane in Niger. How is it madness? What do you want? What I don't understand why this man is saying it's madness. Okay, so these people, both Mali and Burkina Faso, are helping Niger because if Niger is conquered by ECOWAS, they will probably extend their warfare to Mali and Burkina Faso, and that is not what they want. So rather, it's better to join force now and consolidate themselves and make sure they resist that that movement coming from the ECOWAS into Niger, so that they themselves will not be swept unawares. I'm sure that is the reason these guys are fortifying and ramping up their preparations. Should in case ECOWAS enter Niger, they will not, without wasting time, they will just flush them out. Former Minister of Aviation Femi Fani-Kayode has frowned at Burkina Faso and Mali's deployment of warplanes in Niger Republic following the threat of ECOWAS to invade the country. Recall that ECOWAS defense chiefs had agreed upon a tentative date for potential military intervention in Niger should diplomatic negotiations fail. ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Abdel Fattah Musa, discussed the potential D-Day following a 2-day summit in Ghana. But according to a Niger television station, the military government of Burkina Faso and Mali warned that any military intervention in Niger would be considered a declaration of war against them. Okay, so a television station said the military leaders from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger convened Friday in Niamey to decide on concrete measures in case ECOWAS choose to escalate a war. Reacting, Fani Kayode, in a post shared on his Twitter handle on Sunday, described the series of developments as madness. And according to him, there are more Nigerians living in Nigeria than their country, and going to war will end up being a civil war because millions of Nigerians are on both sides of the border. So what are you saying? The APC chieftain added the military should consider the implication on Nigerians because before going to the battlefield. He said Burkina Faso and Mali have deployed fighter jets to Niger to assist them in the event of an invasion. Russian Wagner forces have been deployed to Niamey to assist the junta in the event of an attack. ECOWAS commanders say the D-Day for an attack has been set. This is madness. Worse still, there are more Nigerians living in Nigeria than there are in Niger. Going to war with Niger will end up being more like a civil war because millions of our people have families on both sides of the border. Please ponder on that before the first shot is fired and we send our boys to the killing fields. So which madness now? So Fani Kayode is saying this is madness. Is it madness? What is madness here? Mali, Burkina Faso deploying soldiers and the warplanes to Niger. Is that the madness? Or ECOWAS and their military chiefs invading Niger Republic with their military is the madness? We need to understand. Okay? In each case, it is all madness anyway, but because now, just like he's saying, we have a lot of Nigerians in Niger, we have a lot of Nigerians in Nigeria. And once that fight starts, it's going to be more like a civil war between Niger and Nigeria. And to Niger, it's Nigeria that is leading this war. They're not even seeing any other ECOWAS nation that are seeing Nigeria. And so the first thing is they will start killing Nigerians in Niger. They will start forcing Nigerians in Niger out of their country. And so just like it's been reported that we have the Burkina Faso and Mali that have deployed their warplanes to Niger. The Wagner PCM soldiers in Russia have also deployed themselves to Niger. And then Algeria has also vowed to support Niger. So what else do you get? It's going to be a very serious war. It's not just going to be a sweep over. It's going to be a big war. And we know that Wagner in Niger is going to destroy the presence of the West and then support occupation of Russia in Niger. And that is part of the Russian plan to take part of Africa to themselves. So, but apart from that, the international politics associated with it, we're now talking about home front. The home front is the relationship between Nigeria and Niger Republic. So, Fanika Ode is now saying madness. He's an APC chieftain. The government of the day is APC. Tinubu is APC. Why not go and talk to your government? That is the truth. If you think the decision the government is making is not right, then you are an APC chieftain. You are an influential person in APC. Go and talk to your people that, look, this war you are going to is not the best. Let's use this, let's do that. Okay? Not coming to Twitter to come and tell us or tell Nigerians what you think. Okay? And I'm sure Fanika Ade now is trying to sit on the fence. And his sitting on the fence is associated with the fact that he has lost her completely in the ministerial portfolios. He was not considered, nothing for him, and he cannot cry because if he cries, Nigerians will laugh at him. So he's just trying to sit on the fence to console and encourage himself. That is the truth. Making neutral statement rather than accusing his APC stalwart of doing the useless of going on the useless act of war against Niger. Okay, he's here now, talking on a neutral basis, trying to caution both Nigeria and Niger and ECOWAS. Oh, wow, there are a few comments here. Let's hear what people are saying about what FFK has just talked about. Somebody say ludicrous. I must submit that FFK has more expertise in terms of international relations than the meager amount of such experience I possess. But I think he has forgotten that in the military line, preparations are often the indication of their response to the known clinch of call of duty. So you can't threaten a military personnel and expect him to cower. Abi, it is never done that way. So he, FFK, should have frowned at the impetus action of Bola Ahmed Tinubu for deploying his last alternative as first they have done. Okay, so the same thing we're trying to talk about. FFK should go and talk to Tinubu for using the last option as first and trying to use the first option as last. You know, go work that way. That is putting the cart before the horse. Somebody say, and besides, when will Tinubu appoint us as minister? Can you imagine? Now that way they find. Same FFK had boasted initially and even encouraged Tinubu to attack Niger Republic. What has changed? Is he afraid of what Hausa? Is he afraid of what Hausas to see him as a good man? Can you imagine? So whether he's afraid of Hausas to see him as a good man, Hausas will never see him as a good man because his record is not straight as well. Okay? And it is not madness for your Bulaba to assemble ECOWAS soldiers against Niger in the midst of Nigeria tumult. Let him and your likes go into this war and see if you will live to see its end. Bonkun. So that is it. Let him go to the war. Okay? Let him go to the war. By choosing war, against the conditions that he has put Nigerians, shows that he's insensitive. He's more interested in going to that war to legitimize his being in office. That is it. And that is what everybody is saying. That will be very, very bad on his part. Okay? So, somebody is asking, what is your business with Niger Republic? Stop making noise here. Go and confront them and make you there. Can you imagine? Oh, wow, English. Who is listening to the madman FFK? If he is serious, let him go with his running mouth, collect the uniforms and lead the Nigerian army to war against Niger Republic and let him stop disturbing us here. Abi, they don't give a mouth here. So the fact the FFK is saying is madness But why I'm saying that is let him go and talk to his government of APC to stop the madness. Okay, you cannot go to war when millions of Nigerians are wallowing in poverty. The small money that you use in rebuilding the economy, you want to use it to go fight war in the Niger Republic. Because I know that other ECOWAS countries will not contribute meaningfully if the war is going to be on Nigeria. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment over what FFK is saying.